I see what Ivor's trying to do. I'll be like, hey, Ivor, I'm not making you any more pie.
What?
Hit me. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The wood elf peered out the door cautiously. Before her was a limestone hallway. It appeared to have been carved, whether by hand or by magic was difficult to tell. Along the top edge of the walls were a line of runic knots that have been engraved with great care. To her left, the wood elf was met with a dead end. Against the wall was a decorative wooden table, coated in dust and webs. On one side of the table was a bow and quiver of arrows. On the other side was the rest of the equipment she'd brought with her into the cairn in the Grit Mountains. Eagerly, the wood elf rushed to her things and collected herself. Was she free to go? Why leave her door unlocked and all her things waiting outside if she wasn't? At the opposite end of the hallway was a door encompassed by 2 lit braziers. She approached it and reached out for the handle as quietly as she could. She pressed her ear to the cold metal and listened. There was nothing. She twisted the handle. Locked. So, not free just yet. The wood elf retrieved her lock-picking tools from her satchel and began fiddling with the mechanisms. Okay, YouTube, here's your chance. Roll me a d20 and let me know what it is in the comments below. We'll return to this story in episode 13. But right now, we need to get back to the party. It's time for some D&D. Roll it. Do you guys remember when you went to a temple? Julian heard a mysterious voice. Bran heard a breath and saw a dress. Ivor watched a knot glow and swirl, and Gwen got kind of a hug? While in Mythier City, your party was given the name of Sidheag Hennes, a man who lives in Port Ecne and may have some idea on how to find Willow Lostfeather, the person you've been hired to find. After visiting the temple and receiving some strange signs from the gods, your party left Mythier City. After a full day of travel, you decided to camp for the night and take some watches. Aisling revealed her strange experience to Julian, saying she thinks her father may still be alive. Bran and Gwen took their watch and had a lovely conversation about how they used their magic when they were suddenly interrupted by the appearance of what can only be described as a fairy. The golden glowing pixie tried to give them a piece of gold and took a bite of a cupcake before disappearing into the canopy above. And that is where our story continues. Y'all get a long rest, baby! Woo! If you haven't taken it already, there you go.
Let's go!
As the sun is coming up and a lazy fog rolls along the ground in the forest, your second watch is ending, and what would you like to do?
Oh, what is for breakfast?
I did not cook breakfast.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's been a weird night.
looks like we're having pie.
What's going on? I've got jerky. I've got rations. Ugh.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Bran,
Bran gets advantage. Nice.
How do we even describe this?
Well,
Did something
we had
happen?
a little visitor last night. I'm not
Yes.
sure I even know what I saw. I mean, I know what I saw, but I don't know what I saw.
Don't
Aisling
believe
puts
what I
her
saw.
hand on her axe on her hip and starts looking around. What do you mean?
That's about too big of a weapon for what we had here.
What's
It was
what's
small
happened?
and glowy.
It was a small glowing person with wings.
So are you? Oh,
What I've read is there. It was a fairy, literally a real non-fairy tale based creature.
Yeah, it was trying to give us some gold, and we didn't take it. I tried giving gold back, and then Gwen gave it a muffin.
A cupcake.
A cupcake.
Yes.
A cupcake.
I'm not
Wait,
sure if I know what a cupcake is, but...
Yeah. You've had cupcakes. You've seen Ivor ingesting all the sweets in the world.
Has Ivor ever heard of a fairy?
Roll a history check for me. I'm sure that'll go fine for Ivor.
16 plus 0 is 16.
You have actually heard of fairies. In fact, there's an interesting lore surrounding them in the desert that they are mischievous little creatures, and that while they mean you no harm, they'll take things from you, they'll hide things, you've heard so many like crazy stories of people being like, yeah, I bet they're real. I lost my socks, they're fucking real.
Those sock thieves! Did it have sock?
No, but she it came up and like kissed our hand and like flew away.
Oh, that's
What?
sweet. You should get checked by cleric because Ivor has heard that fairy kisses cause disease.
Okay.
Well, as long as it doesn't cause nightmares.
I think that's accurate.
No, it is definitely true.
Okay. Wait. Are you talking about a real, actual, mythological fairy?
Yep.
Okay,
You are doomed.
okay, and you weren't consuming alcohol at the time, or mushrooms, or...
Yes, but that does not change the truth of what happened.
Okay,
If anything, it makes it more real because... Fuck.
A shared hallucinogen? I don't know.
Okay,
should we check the area to see if maybe we set camp up and there are mushrooms under this apple orchard?
Did you eat mushrooms from the forest, Bran?
No, not this time.
I think we're good then. But what did it want? What did it say? Where is it?
Did
it curse you?
No, it was friendly. It was familial. I tried speaking to it in a couple languages I know. We tried to get something out of it. It didn't speak to us, but the general feeling was playful. Honestly, it seemed like they were very generous, trying to give us, something shiny.
No, I'm used to having like forest creatures like coming up to me and stuff, being non-threatening, and that was kind of the same interaction that I got from the fairy. Was like as if a wood squirrel or anybody was like just curious and just kind of came up, see what was going on, and then left.
Before I met you guys, I would have said you're absolutely crazy, but seeing as how I personally spoke to you with the voice of a god, what the fuck is wrong with you all?
It definitely cursed you. Ashling, you will need to release curse on these two.
I don't,
That is what fairies do. They curse you.
think that's... I don't know what fairies do, seeing as how fairies don't exist.
Yeah.
Of course they exist, just like everything
In
else.
fiction.
What did that temple do to us? I mean, we
I
had an
feel like
interesting day yesterday.
things have been going on before the temple, but yeah, no. What the fuck is going on is on the top list of questions that I have right now. That's for fucking sure. Julian, you're awful quiet. Have you seen fairies?
I did not see any fairies last night. No. But I mean, if you guys, I've never seen a
don't
fairy.
say-
Anything
What's
else? You're
No.
very specific to say
Lots
you
of
did not see
lots of
fairies.
darkness. A little bit of there was a lightning bug, but
Oh, maybe you just see lightning bug. Maybe just a really big
This
lightning
was a
bug.
large lightning
do you
bug.
guys feel like you're cursed?
No.
More than normal? No.
There was some hesitation on that one, Gwen.
Oh, you are so cursed.
No, again, it felt like not that big of a deal to me, personally. I don't know how Brand feels, but like, whenever
not that big of a deal?
Like in terms of like, I mean, it's a big deal. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm very conflicted.
Right. That makes sense.
That is the curse.
Wow. Okay, so neat. Sidheag, right?
Oh yes, we were doing a thing. But first,
we're
pie.
Right. So we're gonna be seeing him today. Probably be there before noon. I've heard his name before, mentioned in some other groups that I sometimes travel in. My source told me that he is a highly acclaimed academic. He works for the scholarly assemblage, does like book repair, scroll repair, stuff like that. But they also mentioned, my source mentioned that he's got some ideas that most people consider peculiar, eccentric, some even downright
radical
lunacy.
Ooh.
So we should probably figure
reasons?
out. I don't personally know. But we should probably figure out exactly what we're gonna like ask him, what we're gonna reveal. Like, I want to be on the same page before we go in there.
Well, everyone knows that who we're looking for.
Right. That's been announced officially.
We should ask him about Tasty Rocks.
Tasty Rocks. Oh, the blue stones that you licked.
Yes, it tastes like everything
probably.
and nothing. And a little bit of sad.
But also
so,
I think we should proceed with caution. I do think we need to be honest, because honesty is
yields
good.
better results. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think it's just a matter of us. He's going to be the key to us knowing a lot, so hopefully when we get there, he can answer some questions for us.
So
Well, he's kind of our only stop. Like, we don't know where to go after him.
Do you
Really?
think it's wise for me to speak up and tell him what happened? As far as, not that I'm from the Banfey. That's pretty hush hush. But
Well, how
yeah,
much of the council do you have relations with? Because you could just be there.
What?
You could just be there on the behalf of the council trying to find out where Willow is.
Sure.
With us?
I mean, I don't think I need to specify any particular reason, I guess, that we were there. But
He sounds like the type of person who, if presented with truth and also a little bit of insanity, he seems like he would be the type of person to, from the description I've heard, at least like latch on to that. So maybe it's good to go in with the crazy theories and the whole like...
Probably. I get the sense, yes. My source mentioned that he has been known to talk about something called foundational magic, which I still don't know what that is, but from the person who was telling me about it, it sounds like kind of a wild idea, so he probably is going to be on board with wild happenings?
Wild
Well, maybe
magic?
he might be able to give me some information of where my magic came from. That might be our
me too.
in to be like,
Wait,
yo,
you don't- Neither of you know where your magic comes from?
well,
I mean, Ivor
Ivor
knows where, but not
you,
why.
You man to man?
Yes, Ivor. Well, Ivor didn't man the man, but Ivor touched man.
I did
Right.
not get mine that way. I haven't always had magic abilities.
Okay. Yeah, that would be a good question. So should we... I mean, I know you guys are you're steeped in a lot of things in the last 8 days, which is, inexplicable in my opinion, but should we ask him maybe who might be after you? Do you think he might have any ideas, or
why
keep that
do
to
we not
ourselves?
just ask him literally everything? Why sky is blue? It sounds like he knows everything.
Are you being sarcastic? I can't tell. The tusks make it hard to tell. Okay, you're not. All right.
No, this seems like a man who's probably very busy and has a lot of people that are going to be in and or around him directly. So I feel like we're going to have to either grasp his attention fully so that we get his undivided attention, or we're going to have a short window. So
I think I have a way to get his attention and to where we can just have some time with him alone.
What are you planning in there, big buddy?
Just along the lines of my magic. I think my story, in a sense, might be able to get us a window with him.
Okay. All right. I mean, as long as you don't plan on blowing anything up, that's probably fine.
Not that I know of.
That's his good way of getting attention.
Yeah, let's not blow things up. The Ivor, just to be clear, we're not blowing things up. Nope.
Noted.
So which direction down the road is it?
Yeah, we're gonna start heading south.
Julian, you've been awful quiet. Do you have anything for this guy?
No, but I can tell you why the sky is blue, Ivor, if you actually wanted to know.
Why is that?
It's the way that the sun, the big ball in the sky, shines into our world. The rays come in and the blue light is scattered and it makes the sky look blue.
Oh, Julian,
That
educated.
does not sound right.
365 days.
It's obviously reflection of water. Sky is ocean.
You know what? You might be onto something there, Ivor.
What is an ocean?
Next he's gonna say the world is round
Sky is
when
lock.
we know it's flat.
That's just stupid.
Those round earthers. What are we gonna do about
those
that?
round, he's probably thinking the Earth is thinks the Earth is round when we know
round Melandrians.
He's round Melandrian.
No, that's just the aristocrats.
Round dirt. Why would dirt be round?
Oh my god.
Anyway,
so you guys,
we go.
You gather your supplies and you climb back on your mounts and prepare for tackling the day. Jesus Christ. There are beautiful wispy clouds to the northwest and an otherwise blue sky. And as you come out of the forested path and back onto the long road, you see the vast expanse of rolling green hills ahead of you. Think of Ireland. Think of Scotland. It is like that. The fine morning mist crawls along the moors and glens, slowly dissolving with the heat from the sun as it rises, and the terrain is breathtaking. Bran, you notice the grit and grown mountains in the very far distance, and you can't help the slightest feeling of being homesick, even if it's only just a little bit. This is the first time you've seen the mountains since you've been out and about, and it's just kind of a reminder that you've left all of your family behind. So you also quickly spot the outline of Port Ecne several miles ahead of you, and it's your destination, and hopefully where you can get a clue about Willow Lostfeather and where she's being held. Fortunately, your travel goes just fine. People are passing between Port Ecne and Mythir City with regularity. Carts with supplies, food, building materials, education. Thank you very, very much. Aw, Flacobama? Flacobama? Thanks, Flacobama. Anyway, so as you approach Port Ecne, seeing all these travelers on the road and whatnot, you see the Learned City and all of its brick and mortar wonder. The Tudor-style buildings line busy streets as people are leaving their homes to begin work and schooling for the day. Children rush along the cobblestone with full packs and energy that you wish you had. Men and women hitching up carts to sell in the markets. Musicians prepping instruments as they stroll in the fresh morning air. And then there's the scent of coffee, tea, and croissants that fills the void around you as cafes and bakeries prep their delicious goods for the masses. The cobblestone streets twist and turn in no decipherable order, and you realize it's a good thing that Aisling is your guide. She seems to know where she's going. And if you remember, if y'all recall, and I believe it was the last episode, she mentioned growing up in Port Ecne, so this is her stomping grounds. She knows this place very well. And she says to you, so the Hennes Athenaeum is on Cypress Lane on the west side of the city. We're not far from there. So you pass through a market that is already bustling with movement. Instruments are being sold at one stand while another pawns off carpets, rugs, and tapestries. A boarblend scrawls images of customers on a drawing board while a gnome sends out whistling melodies into the air with a flute. Beyond the market, you find yourselves in a quieter section of the city. There are outdoor seating arrangements of cafes and bookstores where people of all kinds rest with books in hand. Some are reading, some are writing, but all are in their own space. This is definitely a college town. This is where people go to learn things, to read things, to get edumacated. Aisling finds Cypress Lane like an expert, and soon you are standing before a bookstore with a sign out front reading the Hennes Athenaeum. And Steve, if you would... Yes.
While we're walking up, Julian, is this where that giant tapestry is of you? Like this, the artwork?
Yes, where is art of Julian?
Yes.
Do we
It's at
pass
the
that on
Insight
the way
Academy in the musical area. Yes.
Oh.
If you like,
I'm
go
sorry,
see
a
it.
tapestry?
I'm sure we could. Yeah. There's a giant tapestry or mural, should we say, painting on a wall of myself.
What did you do to earn that kind of honor?
I saved a mythical beast.
Aisling, are you familiar with this area? Have you been at the Insight Academy?
I grew
campus?
up pretty much there.
Isn't Julian famous there? Here?
Yeah. I mean, we thought he was making it up.
What was the creature, Julian?
I'm looking. Josh was looking.
A Kieran.
That's right.
Okay, so Kieran, fairies, gods speaking.
Oh, we also, right when we left the Cairn for the first time when we looked for Willow, what was the thing that we fought? The ice bear?
The ice bear, yeah.
The warrior
McGowan.
Yes.
That. So
Yeah,
that's
that's what he
three
said.
mythical creatures?
Well, that one's actually known to exist. It just isn't common to the area. It's very evasive for the most part. It doesn't really come around mortals like us, creatures like us, I guess. I was going to say humans, but we're not human, most of us. No, all of us. Anyway, great. That's just another thing to add to the what the fuck is happening. And Julian, you don't, you know that you did this, or do you remember?
The records say the picture is of the Kieran putting its head against mine, and we're sitting there, in unison.
Right. And what was that like? What did you do? Is it real? Is it a story you made up?
It's real. It is in the records of the council. It's all the information is there. Unfortunately, it's a little segmented, broken up, and I really do not remember it. But it seems cool.
Right.
Maybe we should go take a little visit after we can finish our
Yes.
business?
Yeah.
Could be good. Could be interesting. Could be.
I don't understand what's happening. You know what? We're here. Here's the Athenaeum. Let's focus. Let's focus. Let's go on in. So, if
One sec.
talespire will load properly.
Yep,
You
one
see
sec.
bef-
That's fine.
Okay. I'll go ahead and describe it. The bookstore stands 2 stories tall and is built of granite. The outside is lined with sconces and lit even during the day. Vines, flowers, and green shrubbery crawl over the building like it is slowly being reclaimed by nature. It's very pretty. It's like controlled growth. This is actually the first map that I brought these guys into when we did our
Session 0.
session zeros. Yeah.
Oh.
One of the session zeros.
It might be broken.
Uh-oh. We might have to skip the beautiful map that I made. I really like this one. No.
I don't know why it's broken, but it's broken.
Is it nighttime?
Yeah.
With no lights on?
It's just really dark. This
It's just
is
really
just
dark,
really
guys.
dark.
Brad,
There's an
turn off
eclipse
the
happening.
darkness spell. Jesus.
You all are in a bubble of darkness.
I don't know if I don't know how to control that.
We can continue, Steve, and if
Yeah,
if
I
you somehow
don't-
manage to get
I'll-
it working, just let me know.
I'll
It's
try.
okay. Otherwise, I can post pictures later or something. So,
Yeah.
as you guys approach, there's again people around you going up and down the streets, having a good old morning as they're eating their breakfasts and enjoying the air. And you walk in, and you see a lively environment of people browsing these collections. There are bookshelves lining all of the walls, and it is super pretty. There's some like plinths with items on them. On one side, there's a set of armor, and there's a plaque next to it. And on the other side, there's a set of swords, and they just look really, really nice. It's super pretty. Everything's very organized, very clean, dusted. It feels like this shop could belong in Mythier City, but it's not quite big enough. Not quite. It smells like parchment and academia. Long nights spent flipping through the pages of your favorite books while you prepare for a test in the morning. And at the front desk is a female gnome with dark blue skin. She has a septum piercing with an amethyst gem hanging off of the center. She has messy black hair tied in 2 buns on either side of her head, and her clothes are black and aesthetically torn. She has long fingernails, and she's running her finger over a ledger as she stands at the desk. Next to her is a young male satyr. He wears a heavy green leather vest threaded together with golden ropes. Protruding from his golden brown curls are 2 small horns that curl downward. His legs are covered in thick brown fur and end in cloven hooves. His face is clean shaven, and his kind brown eyes meet yours as you walk in. Good morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes. First of all, love shop. Here.
Thank you.
We are looking for a potential audience with Lord Sidheag Hennes.
Oh, Sidheag. Yeah, he's in. He's upstairs in his office. I could let him know. And who can I say is here to see him?
The rock lickers.
No.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
Nope.
Don't listen to our friend.
No.
That's his own group name.
Nope.
Karen Hood?
No. I don't like that either.
You know what? That's like Robin Hood, the infamous like story that we always heard. Just Karen Hood, you know?
No, I don't like that.
Karen
we'll
Hart?
workshop it.
Like the other infamous brave, Karen Hart.
I've seen that play. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
You could just let him know that a delegation from the High Council is here to see.
Oh, the High Council. Oh, that's great. I think he's waiting to hear from them about something, so I'm sure he'll be very excited to see you. I'll go let him know. And the satyr turns around and walks up the stairs as the gnome is sitting there staring at you guys. The council, huh?
Hello.
Sure.
Yeah.
She'll look over to Ivor. The rock lickers.
I would like that name. We should call ourselves the Rock Lickers.
No one in there no one would respect us.
We have all licked the rocks.
I have never licked a rock.
Julian has not licked a rock.
I do.
You haven't
Ivor
lived,
does
my
not
friend.
believe that. Ivor does not believe that for some. You don't even know if you have licked rock.
That you make a good point there. You're right. I could have licked rocks in the past for sure.
You are
See?
a lively
Lickers.
bunch and interesting. The council, though. Really.
Sorry, who are you?
Aisling?
My name is Mira. Hi, it's nice to meet you, I suppose. And this girl looks young, by the way. This gnome looks kind of younger, like maybe 19, 20. And she's like, I've done a lot of studying in my time. I'm with the Inside Academy, and I don't feel. You know what? I know it's none of my business.
You're with the Inside Academy?
Well, I mean, I go to school there, but
do you recognize this guy?
What?
Me?
No.
Do you recognize him at all?
Very
No?
famous.
No?
No.
Very famous. He's also very famous. This one over here.
Yes. You do not recognize Ivor the Rotund.
You guys don't really put off aristocratic vibes. I'm just saying, if you want to pretend you're from the council, maybe up it a notch. You know what I'm saying?
I think in this moment, because what's better than a good teaching moment, Gwen would shift her form into that very fancy high elf that was, at
Leonard.
the party. No, not Leonard. The long black-haired elf that presented in front of Alistair's mom. I mean, my dear, you should know never to judge a book by its cover.
Oh.
Well, that's creepy. Anyway, you guys can have a seat. There's couches along the windows if you want to sit there and wait.
What do you do here?
Oh, it's a summer job, so I do a lot of inventory, a lot of cleaning.
So you are an intern?
No, I get paid. What are you talking about?
There are paid internships.
I'm only here briefly. It's just to make some cash while I go to school.
Sounds like an intern.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we insulting each other since we just met? Is that what we're doing now? Is that?
Well, you
You're over here judging.
You did kind of start.
I'm not judging. I'm giving you advice.
Unwelcomed advice is judgment.
Oh, wow. Mr. Big Man, just because you're fucking 3 times taller than I am, or 4 or 5, whatever, doesn't mean you get to be all sassy.
Do you have anything to drink? Ivor is very thirsty.
Hydrate, folks. Slanche.
Solange.
Anyway, go ahead and have a seat. It's fine.
Oh.
Thank you, my dear.
Yeah. You're the only cool one. I get the sense you're the only cool one. Anyway.
Hey!
I've been told that before. Anyway.
And as you guys finish this conversation, you see the satyr return, and he has a pleasant smile on his face as he approaches and says, he said you're more than welcome to come on up if you'd like to. He's, like I said, he's in his office. All you have to do is take the stairs. They spiral upwards, and there's a door that's kind of off to the side, and it's right there.
Okay. Ivor, you gonna... You good for these stairs?
Yes. Ivor very athletic. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, you're large. and
are the stairs ready for Ivor? That's his question.
Yeah, well, that might be the question. Yeah.
Aisling shakes her head and sighs a heavy sigh as she walks past.
We'll follow.
All right. So as you guys climb up the stairs, it's just as the satyr mentioned. There's a door. You walk through. There's more books all around you, and you see a few people up here who are browsing and looking through them. And then off to the center of the room is another door that is kind of cracked open. Do you knock, or are you just going right in?
Walk right in.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Are we busting in, or are we like opening the door?
Ta-da! No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
This is
the
gonna
door
go
opens and
so
Brand's
well.
like standing there, like ready to knock on the door, and then they just like walk past me and bust the door open, and I'm like,
Ivor high fives as he passes.
I think in the facade still, Gwen would walk in and say, Lord Sidheag Hennes. And just kind of walk in. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
As you walk in, you see a beautiful room before you. There's on one side, there's like a desk full of like magical tinkering items, like he might be kind of trying to figure something out. There's bookshelves along the walls again, and he's got a beautiful custom-made wooden desk. For giving me Asterian vibes, beautiful. But a custom wooden desk with, it's covered in books and papers. There's a quill and an inkwell, and he's got a cup of tea sitting there. You see some chairs around the kind of like guest part of the office space, and standing before you is a male high elf who is about 6'2". He has long black hair that has like silver lined throughout. It's plaited and pulled into a ponytail. He's totally daddy right now at the nape of his neck. And he has a very distinguished look about him. He wears a high-collared, deep red doublet and a crimson surcoat over his shoulders. He also wears black rust pants, burgundy leg wraps, and dark silver buckled boots. Around his neck is an iron chain with a tarnished locket. As he turns to face you, and Guinevere, you say this, and he goes, well, hello, it's good to meet you.
Hello.
I didn't catch what all you're here for. Catan says that you are from the High Council. Welcome in.
Hello.
Yes, we are the Rocklickers.
No.
We are not, but good morning.
That. Please stop saying
all
that
right.
to people.
As you know, I'm Sidheag Hennes, and who might you all be?
Well, I think that is a very important question and one that deserves an honest answer. For starters, and I'll drop and go back to default Gwen.
Oh my.
Hello.
Wow. That's beautiful.
My name is Guinevere O'Donnell. I have my associates
Guinevere
with me.
O'Donnell. It's lovely to meet you, and he reaches out a hand.
Take it. We have my associates. You may introduce yourselves, or if you like
Ivor the Rotund, champion.
Steve never lacks. Oh, are you from the Salona Corps?
No, unclaimed
Yes.
desert. Oh, but
I mean,
yes.
you've been living in the Salona Corps.
Lately, yes. Originally
Oh.
from desert.
I thought I recognized the name. A well-acclaimed fighter.
You have good taste.
I've never personally attended, but I have heard good
Oh, you
things.
should attend sometime.
I think
Ivor will
this,
give you tickets.
I think this might be the first time someone's actually heard of Ivor.
It is not first time. Everybody knows Ivor. What is wrong with you?
Well, it is wonderful to meet you, as he reaches out to shake Ivor's hand.
Burn
And
breath.
yes, you...
Just wrap around his hand.
Oh my. That's... Yes.
Pleasure.
I am Bran Grinclaw.
It's wonderful
Nice
to meet you. Yes. I love are those tattoos?
I've been referring to them as markings. That's something that I thought may be of interest to you.
But I am indeed interested, especially if they were not put on you by an artist. I would love to hear all about that. And
but to finish,
yes, you, sir, with the strange mask. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good
You
morning.
can call me Julian. Julian Davenport.
Julian Davenport. It's wonderful to meet you.
A pleasure.
And what brings the four of you here?
and we also have
Aisling
sorry,
headphones.
just kidding.
It's difficult, right?
Fuck. I have been keeping her in the back of my head this whole time, and I fucked it up in the introduction.
It doesn't matter. It never matters.
Okay. Hi, my name is Aisling, and she just offers her first name and reaches out, and he takes it, and he looks at her and goes, Aisling, you wouldn't happen to be related to Erige, would you? Yeah, that makes sense that you would know her name. Yes, that's my mother. Ah, yes, your mother. She was a kind and sweet individual. It's good to meet you. I'm very sorry to hear of her passing. And Aisling just kind of, yeah, it's good to meet you too. And kind of pulls back and readjusts. But introductions aside, obligatory thing that it is, what can I do for you on this fine day?
we have what do you know of Willow?
I assume you're referring to Willow Lostfeather.
Yeah.
Yes, news reached me of her capture through the circles I travel in. Very interesting mystery. What about her?
Yeah. Well, Bran, I'll let you finish your thought, and then I'll interject with my own.
We just came from the Peacekeeper trying to urge people to help try to find her. And
yes.
we've kind of been on the hunt for a few days already. And we were pointed to you.
Oh, pointed to me. Might I ask who sent you in my direction?
If we divulge all of our secrets, you understand professionalism and all. We don't wish to make our contacts be at risk.
I understand. That's fine.
And as my associate here said, yes, that is the official reason for our journey, but unofficial. You seem to be the only person that's asking the right questions in our wonderful world of Melandria, and I kind of want to pick your brain, if you will.
Interesting.
You
That
seem
you
like the type of
mention-
person.
You mention asking the right questions because I do have a bit of a bee in my bonnet. I think that asking where is Willow Lostfeather is the wrong question. I don't believe it's the right one yet.
Why is Willow Lostfeather?
Yet?
No.
The
When?
question, I think, is who is Willow Lostfeather? Now, it's common knowledge that she is a general within the Chimera Hyperion and an influential woman of status. She's had dealings with the council high and low and knows many of the members personally, although she doesn't control a seat herself. Fun fact, Willow was once the keeper of a title, the Falcon, a prestigious name given to the most talented hunter or huntress in the Aldonian forest trials they hold every fall. She held it for 3 years in a row. but she hasn't attended the championship in some time, from what I understand. She has 2 children, both of whom have not been in the public eye for 5 decades. Hazel Lostfeather and Gavin Regal. It is rumored that Hazel disappeared around the same time as Mudbones and James Regal. And Gavin, well, he was tragically killed during peace talks within the Salona Corps. Willow is married to James Regal, a man who is well known for his association with the famed Mudbones, hero of Melandria. These 2 are the most notable connections of hers. There's a pantheon of stories and rumors that have been spread in the past half-century about what happened to them, but no one really seems to know what that is. And maybe Willow herself doesn't even know, but it must be noted as we are asking questions. So again, who is Willow Lostfeather? And that, of course, leads to the second question. What could anyone want with her?
It sounds like she very important.
Oh, inarguably so. I've personally
Blackmail?
met Willow.
Or kidnap, rather? Ransom?
Yeah.
Well, the circles that I run in are quite prestigious, and I have not heard anything about any blackmail or ransoms. I don't know. But there is one last thing I know about Willow. Well, I can't say I know it, but it is an unconfirmed rumor. That's what we'll call it. Have you ever heard of a group called the Banfay?
No.
Oh, yeah, that is,
Aisling nudges Ivor.
No, what is Banfay?
Well, I'm sure none of you have heard of them. I, again, have no confirmation that this group actually exists. But from what I gather, in whispers, they deal in secrets and work for the people. A sort of vigilante figurehead for Melandria, I suppose. What I do know about them is this. Ancient legend tells of a group of warrior women who possess stupendous skill in battle and hunting, and if a foe were caught in their crosshairs, they were more likely to jump into a rushing river than face the Banfay head-on. And if Willow is a part of this obscure group, I'm sure it has something to do with why she's missing. This detail is far too instrumental to ignore. Otherwise, what else does she have to offer?
You're a learned man, scholar. You've been studying the world for a while. I have a question for you. And
of course,
bear
ask
with me
away.
if I sound absolutely insane for just a moment.
You're in good company.
Do you ever feel like there's something wrong with the world?
Guinevere, was it?
Mm-hmm.
The simple answer to that question is yes. What exactly do you know about me?
I have heard that you are the type of person to question things beyond normal convention, to look at things from an abstract and scientific perspective, and I wish to relay some facts to you that I myself have collected in my travels and see what you make of it.
Well, I can tell you that I am most noted for my skills in literature, deciphering aged texts. I repair damaged books and scrolls and collect priceless historical volumes. And while I've gathered wealth and esteem, there is one personal trait that stands apart from the rest. and it is paid particularly negative attention from those around me. I, you see, have a fascination with something I've taken to calling foundational magic. Now, to understand this term is akin to understanding the gods themselves, an impossible feat. Trust me, I've been trying for centuries. And that brings me to the next question. Have you, any of you, ever wondered about the cairns?
Yes, very recently, in fact, we have been inside.
That is a right question.
What if I told you we not only cared about the Karens,
We licked one.
we're God, you just always so eager to just let people know that we licked a rock.
This was very weird!
Let me tell you a little story. Don't mean to interrupt, but these cairns litter the land like clouds in the sky, and no one questions what they are or where they came from. To normal folk, they are a fixture of the terrain itself, like mountains or lakes, but I believe there is much more to them than meets the eye. I have spent countless decades poring over scrolls, delving into tome after tome in search of an explanation that does not seem to exist. Of course, there are myths and fictional stories that feature them in fanciful speculation, but nothing that ever truly focuses on their nature. About 10 years ago, I began traveling the realm on my own dime between commissions. I primarily targeted forests and landmarked cairns to map them out. I've found no fewer than 30 of these mounds in Region 3 alone. Eventually, I began to look at them more closely. I moved rock and stone, tried to detect magic, and I have yielded no tangible results in that time. But this feeling will not leave me in peace. The cost of these side ventures grew heavier with each expedition, and eventually I exhausted every effort to get the scholarly assemblage or the council to fund my search for knowledge. I wanted to further my investigations, experiment with the cairns, but of course, my pleas fell on deaf ears. The council didn't see the point. No one ever does. Even in my own circles, I'm laughed at behind closed doors, and I'm called the loon. I'm ridiculed relentlessly for my ideals, as one may doubt an aged, addled, blurry-minded grandfather who thinks the north wind holds hidden messages meant only for him. Admittedly, my curiosity is a genuinely unique quality. People scoff. I watch their eyes fog over with disinterest. And in all of my years, I've never met a truly like-minded individual, aside from a select few. Mudbones, James Regal, and Willow Lostfeather. Now, Mudbones had a vibrant curiosity about the cairns. In fact, that subject was what he seemed to be digging into before his untimely disappearance. About a month ago, I finally struck gold. I found a cairn that displayed very curious signs of magical influence. When I drew near enough, this feeling of pure joy spread through me. I wanted to sing, I wanted to dance. I was well and truly blissful, inexplicably so. And upon this discovery, I returned to the High Council in Mythir City and reported this information as quickly as I could. I presented them with my evidence, and again, asked for funding. Their tone was different this time. Angry. They berated me for continuing this exploration. They said if there was any such thing as foundational magic, I should let it rest and move on. They feared I might do something to harm the realm if I disrupted the cairn. And then they forbade me from returning to the location and advised me to bury the knowledge. I was told that if I disobeyed, I would be detained and placed in the Mithram antechambers without trial. And they made their threat clear. If I didn't bury my findings, they would bury me. If you can imagine, I was crushed. After all the money and time I've spent on this search, I had finally found the scent of an answer. I finally had proof. I'm not crazy. However, I did as I was told and hid my speculations from the public eye. I didn't speak to a soul about the cairn. I couldn't risk the ire of the realm being thrust upon my curiosity. So, you may be asking yourselves right now, why do I bring any of this up? Well, word of Willow's disappearance reached me rather quickly. How very odd would it be to hear that she seemed to vanish near the very cairn that I had found not 3 weeks earlier? I was furious and terrified. Why'd she been out there? How had she known about it in the first place? So I sent my ward, Catan, you met him. I sent him to the Grit Mountains to gather information and bring it back to me. Upon his arrival, he noted a very heavy Chimera Hyperion presence and avoided the area completely. However, he did stumble across a local living in a cabin several miles away. One Fainche McFair. And at this point, you see Sidheag's demeanor change, and his eyes bore into all of you with suspicion. And he sips his tea calmly, and his voice gets a little colder. You see, Fainche mentioned a group of individuals who had saved him from an Oyer McGowan in the forest about a week after the disappearance of my associate. In fact, the group he described seems to match the very group before me now. Aside from a particularly educated, well-to-do individual who seems to be missing.
Yes, he is helping boarding family.
I must ask you to convince me. If you were to be the very same group as described, why should I not simply turn you over to the Chimera Hyperion at this very moment? How do I know that you aren't responsible for Willow's disappearance to begin with?
Why would we be looking for her if we knew where she was?
False flag? Who knows? Convince me that it's not.
There is no
perhaps flag. You were found in the very region, the very area at a mysterious location where someone went missing. I am only pointing out the obvious. And so you have one job. Convince me, and I will help. Don't convince me, and Catan is waiting for a single word, and he'll grab the Chimera, and it's over.
Well, I have one bit of information, but that might not actually help our case.
Why would you bring it up?
Well, there was a little something, James, like, I've heard of him as, by a different name before.
James.
Are you referring to his nickname, Slick James?
More like, James, Slick.
I see you've read the story.
Oh, yeah?
I have too. He published 10 books, 10 volumes, explaining in great detail something digestible for the public.
Sounds like a great writer.
But that's not important right now. What is important is that you tell me who you are and what you're doing. But that's where we're going to take a quick break. Welcome back, everybody. We are back from our break. We've got our party here who's being kind of grilled by this high elf in his office as they stand before him in a slightly suspicious manner. And as we come back, Sidheag says, "Well?"
Well, I guess I've got I don't know how else to explain to you why we were there, other than we were already on the mission to find Willow by that time.
So you admit you were there?
Well, if an apple's an apple, I mean, you have a description of our group, and here we are in front of you.
Yes.
So yeah, we don't deny that we were there. But like, we weren't there for nefarious reasons. I mean, we helped save that guy.
Right. Of course, goes well for a character witness.
We were inside Cairn and found All-Star, the missing member. And he mentioned, yes, very boring. And he mentioned that the Willow Lostfeather was there with them, and then people took her away, and we were going to try find her, and then ran into Ice Bear, and then beat the crap out of it, and then find guy with a cabin, and then Aisling come along, and then we get mission to find Willow Lostfeather, and then we go to Mither City, but on the way to Mither City, and he's just gonna keep on like rambling till someone interrupts him.
Okay, Ivor, please. Shut up. So, I'm a specialist. I was contracted to find a missing person. I hired Ivor here for his obvious brains and quick wit, not his muscles.
Yes.
And while there, it turns out my good friend Bran here was also hired by a similar interested party, and our friend Julian here was a happenstance of fate, as far as we can tell at this point. But we all made our way to this cairn. It was demolished, hole in the ground. I, in my curiosity and my own investigation, did, as Ivor mentioned, taste the residual blue dust.
It's very good.
From the cairn. As a scientist, you will appreciate the findings that I found is that it tasted like, and I'll pull out like a little book where I keep all of my like different ingredients and what they taste like. It tasted like everything and nothing, like happiness and sadness, like the beginning and end of all things all at once at the same time. It was a combination of euphoria mixed with deep regret, sense of foreboding, but also happiness, expectance, wanting, waiting.
And a little tingly.
And a little tingly. Definitely a little tingly. Upon investigating the site, we did find the Morvain gentleman who we were able to successfully bring home to his family after he as well had been kidnapped. And we are, again, but contracted individuals seeking to find the truth. And again, the magic that we are experiencing personally since this adventure has been extreme.
Mm-hmm. And you with the mask, you've been remarkably quiet. Have you anything to say?
I do. I've been trying to figure out what to tell you to make you believe me, but let me start with this. I lied to you before, for I am not Julian Davenport. I'm Julian Fiantaine.
Gasp!
I seem to carry more ghosts than most people on this land, but I assure you, I am not your enemy. Whatever you may have heard about my family, whatever shadows trail me, I am here for one reason, and that is to get answers and find the truths that I have lost. So
The truths
you don't
you
necessarily
have lost.
You don't have to accept me or believe me, but please don't mistake me for what I am not.
I'm gonna have you all roll a persuasion, and it's gonna be a group check. Julian, you do have advantage from chat if you'd like to use it. Tyler, you also have advantage.
Of course,
you
the high
both
charisma guys do.
You have a D4 if you want to use it as well. I'll tell you, this roll is important.
Can I say one thing before we...
Yeah.
Well, you seem to know a lot about Willow, and you know Ashling's mother.
Yes.
So you know that Aisling and Willow are good friends?
Yes. Well,
so
they were.
Why would she be against?
Yes.
My
Willow?
questions are not for her. I don't know why she's with you, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
And Aisling kind of goes, "Yeah, we'll get to that."
Wait, what? Why are you not backing us up?
I'll get there as soon as this persuasion rolls out of the way.
Depending on how badly we do.
Mm-hmm. All right, Julian,
Me?
what did you get? Yeah.
Well, thank God for that advantage, because my initial roll was a 3.
Okay.
And then I rolled a 17. It's persuasion, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so plus 5. Can I use that D4?
Absolutely.
Okay. Great. Oh my God, I can't math. 25.
All right, and Bran?
Well, with the advantage and the D4, I rolled a crisp 23.
Nice. And Ivor?
Dirty 20.
All right, and Guinevere?
7.
Oh.
No!
Oh. Well, that's a good
The
thing we
rest of
got
us are high.
friends.
The rest of us are high. It's okay. It's
It's all good. It's all good.
It's okay.
Gwen is in the corner, drinking way more heavily and looking very suspicious.
You feel a hand on your shoulder as Aisling is standing next to you. It's all right. She just kind of whispers to you. It's all right. It's all right. We're fine. Well, I am glad to hear that you aren't responsible for this disappearance of my associate. It is a relief. But of course, you must understand how I needed to ask some questions to get some clarity. I don't know who you are and what your purpose is, so what good would it do to give you any sort of information if you plan to use it for misdeeds?
It's fair. It's totally fair. They have a valid point. It's that is
Misdeeds. Who is Misdeeds?
Oh, Aisling. Oh my God.
Oh,
my God. Oh my God.
TK gave. I'm assuming that's for Gwen. It says re-roll that.
Oh.
So.
Oh, reroll. If you want to, you can roll with advantage, but you guys did pass the check.
sure. I hope it's even lower. It's a 2. It's lower. All right. So it's,
Oh my
Nailed
God.
it,
Thank you,
TK.
That was beautiful.
TK.
Thank you so much.
yeah, Gwen's having a moment. It's fine. Actually, the dice are telling a story. It's fine.
Yes. Well, while I obviously don't know where she is, I do have some theories. Have you ever heard of something called the Saga?
Saga of what?
Just simply the Saga. A tome.
No?
I actually think, honestly, no. Can we
No,
roll
but
a
it
history check?
sounds. It sounds pretty cool. It sounds like a cool thing that everyone should watch or read or whatever.
Oh.
And tell all their friends about.
A book I have only heard mention of in the oldest texts that exist in Melandria. Rarely has it been mentioned by name, and from what I gather, it is a magical tome filled with the ever-expanding history of our people, both past and present. Most notably, it's mentioned that this book contains the location of every living and deceased creature who has ever set foot in our realm. I think I know where it is.
Oh.
I've been searching for the Saga for decades, ever since I stumbled across its first mention, and with no luck, I might add. But about a year ago, I had an epiphany. In my search for the cairns and the Saga, I realized I had been looking for miracles, when maybe I should have been looking for other signs. And at that time I was informed of a ruins near the Brunnaugh Mountains in the Gilding Forest east of Aldonia. It seemed to be under the influence of something dangerous. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up at the mention, and I knew in that moment this place was important. But I was in the middle of a commission and couldn't explore it myself, so I personally funded a team of 8 individuals to investigate it. Only 2 returned. Another question, have you ever heard of something called the Soul Blight Plague?
No?
Have we, DM?
Can we
Go ahead and roll a
that,
history
I guess?
check.
Oof.
I bet 15.
Oh. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Julian gets real silent.
Julian doesn't need to roll. Bran, what did you get?
11.
Okay, and Ivor?
Eins!
You rolled a natural 1?
Yes!
What is
What's
a plague? Guinevere?
15.
Okay. Bran, no. Gwen, you feel like in the research that you have done, the education that you've had, you've heard mention of something about a plague around 200 years ago, and you think it might be the same thing, but you're not real sure what it is. Ivor? Ooh,
What is...
that's a nice painting.
What is plague?
Well, it is a dangerous disease that infects its hosts and kills within a fortnight. And until that point that I'd heard of it, it was thought to be an illness that had been eradicated centuries ago. Unfortunately, that is not the case. The ruins were covered in a strange red moss that seemed to move of its own free will, as per the report of the 2 that survived. It coated the entire ruins, and those who went in returned with horrific symptoms. The 2 who survived separated themselves from the group and observed their demise from a distance. I took this information to the Ministry of Health and requested funds to study the sickness and find a means to combat it, in case it were to make its way into one of the cities, which could be devastating on ridiculous proportions. And over the next few months, I waited for a response, and eventually they agreed and gave me funds. And then I waited on the technocrats to create a magical item that would protect me and my team from contracting this plague during the time we researched it. This, and he pulls a chain out from under his collar and holds up what looks like a pocket watch hanging off of it. This is called the Niva Kosunti, And I'm going to put that spelling in chat because
Yes,
everyone
please.
needs to see the joy that is Gaelic. The name is Celestial for the protector from poison. And this device is the only reason I was able to enter the ruins at all. It sends out a mile-wide radius of magic that protects anyone of my choosing from poison and disease for up to 20 hours at a time.
Oh.
Long story short, we discovered a cairn hidden on the northern side by brush and trees, and we spent a week digging it out. We found something inside that I can only describe as remarkable. A tunnel, of course, that led us in a downward trajectory for several miles at a guess. And the inner chamber that it led out to was a domed room of stone, filled with water and silence. And at the center of the room was a plinth. And sitting atop the plinth was a book. Now, it was a good distance away, difficult to see by any stretch of the imagination, but it was glowing. And with it lit up and the area lit up, I knew exactly what we'd found. Unfortunately... Oh, thank you for these, the joining the Forgers. Thank you so much. Unfortunately... The next thing that happened, of course, you don't see the book in my hands, was a creature appeared. A giant creature, and it was, again, dark, difficult to tell, but the noise that came from its throat was... terrifying doesn't even really put a fine point on it. It was... the most scared I've ever been in my entire life, and I've lived many years. I think if you want to find Willow, you need something that can locate her. And I think that is the Saga.
Well, Ivor tried to locate her and got a whole lot of nothing.
Yes, Ivor has a way of finding people, and something blocked it. How do we know a book is not also blocked?
I sort of doubt it, seeing as how this is ancient in nature.
Ivor
It
is
is-
sort of ancient.
So, sorry,
Yes.
didn't mean to cut you off there, Ivor. I did. This book, you says it shows the location of anyone
Yes.
living and dead
Yes.
in the
In
laundry.
our entire
Oh.
history of existence.
Oh.
All of it.
All of it.
And I point to Aisling. Your dad.
She kind of
Oh.
absentmindedly looks at you, Bran. Yeah, I've considered that as well. Mm-hmm.
That would be very useful. Would also know where best baker in the world is. That would be very useful.
Well,
right
you see,
Oh, good point.
My point is that this book would be an incredible thing to have in hand for the entire realm.
I don't claim to be educated, like smart, but how do you know that this book does that?
From
just
my
here?
research.
Oh,
Yes, I mentioned it's something I've been invested in for over 2 centuries now.
but it's always been down in this cave, or did?
I don't know. Maybe.
Ivor.
Because I don't know how I don't know a lot about what happened to me, and no one seems to know a lot about that. So,
The funny thing is about mentioning that is there are very, very few people out there like me and like you the people who question the world around us, why things are the way that they are. And I must say, not to speak ill of anyone in particular, but the council themselves do not seem keen on the idea of learning this information or sharing it with the realm.
Fuck the council. What? Wait, what?
I, for one, appreciate transparency. I appreciate honesty. I value that as a high quality in a person. And
these Karens are... Sorry.
No, go ahead. Please, speak.
If these Karens are important, then everyone should know. The entire population should know.
Yeah.
Information should not be limited to the privileged.
Yes.
Ivor has sort of problem with this, though. This book knows where everyone was and is.
Yes.
That sounds
the only thing
dangerous.
It doesn't do, from what I can understand, is tell the future.
That sounds very dangerous.
How so?
If it gets in wrong hands, anyone could know where anyone ever was and is and can track people down. It sounds like very,
I mean, at the same time, Ivor, an axe in the hands of a woodsman versus the axe in the hand of a murderer, the same argument can be made. I think it's just a matter of intent and also transparency.
And how big of the axe?
Location is only a small part of this book, Ivor. The rest of it is our history, which is being withheld. Look, do any amount of research. Go to the Grain Library in the Insight Academy. Try to find an answer about who we are and why we're here.
I did have a question about that. This might sound a completely random off topic to what we're talking about, but I don't think it is. What would you say as a scholar if someone came up to you and said, "Sir, last night I saw a fairy. A real, in-person, literally landed in my hand and kissed it, fairy." What would your reaction be? Just...
Really?
Generally, I wouldn't believe most people if they were to say something like that, but if you were to say that to me, say, just hypothetically speaking, I would say something is on the verge of breaking.
Like what?
All right.
Breaking like
I would like
the
stretching.
quakes. The quakes we've been feeling?
Let me start with a simple concept. Melandria. You see that, right? You, where we are? You've adventured through the lands, I'm sure?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if Melandria were a flat circle, right? And he takes out a quill and draws a little circle on a piece of paper.
Definitely
That's
flat,
us.
yes.
Right there. That's all of us, all of our history, our realm, everything physical and ethereal all in once, right? Now imagine, and he starts drawing other circles in random spots all over the paper. Imagine that there are multiple other realms. Millions, uncountable universes beyond our imagination, none of them the same. All of them have different religions, different gods, different mythos, different currencies, different languages, different races, different everything. Can you picture that in your mind's eye?
Are all these circles like overlapping, or are they all just individual circles from themselves?
Are you asking? Tyler? Okay, yeah, they are just...
Both.
Okay. They are not overlapping. They are separate, completely. There's space in between each one of them. Some may be close, some may be far. But the space in between is a connector. We have a person who sits in the highest seat of power, who calls himself the Peacekeeper, the Planewalker, the traveling hero of Melandria. Now I beg an answer from all of you. When you first heard Planewalker, did you question that? And do you question it now?
Not then, but good point.
I've questioned
I
it.
never had a reason.
I will just assume he likes walking in grassy fields.
I've questioned it as long as I can remember, sir.
Julian?
I'm sorry, I have been completely zoned out from when you not in real life. When you mentioned the soul blight, I have heard of it before. And I don't want to derail anything, but I very much want to help you in every way possible.
I appreciate that. That's very good to hear. While we haven't found a cure for the soul blight, we are well on our way working with the Ministry of Health to develop one. Curious subject matter, but you and I can come back to that at another point if we get the chance.
I would very much like that.
Have you, Julian, ever questioned the title, Planewalker?
No, I mean, I don't really remember anything from a long time ago. I may have questioned it at one point or another, but I can't say it even has crossed my mind in the last 365 days.
Very interesting indeed. Well, let me tell you that you are not alone, Julian. The entirety of Melandria does not question planewalking. It simply isn't something that exists in anything but fiction. It's not a real concept. It's not explorable. At least, that's what they tell us. And circling back to what you mentioned, Guinevere, a fairy is not a tangible creature that exists in this realm. So, I think something is breaking. I think the veil is thinning. I think that these cairns hold something very important. These stones, as you've mentioned, the blue stones and the magic that tastes like nothing and everything all at once. I think they are the bars to our cage. And I think that things may be slipping. Little things. Insignificant, maybe some might even say. Little things. Like fairies.
It only takes a little crack, a little water to break a dam.
That's very, very true.
Really?
That
Yeah,
actually
no,
might explain something.
Yes?
Well, you see, these markings didn't, like, they showed up when I, grabbed this, and I hold up my arm with my cuffling. I found this out in the Grit Mountains, and, it just bounded to my cuffling, and then as soon as that happened, these all showed up, And through our adventure now, I've come to deduce that this thing is part of a cairn. I think.
The stone. You're talking about
yeah.
the stone.
Yeah.
May I?
Sure. Don't lick it. Please.
You hold out your arm.
You should totally lick.
And Sidheag takes it in his hands as he kind of just like looks it over. He doesn't touch the stone, but he's just observing it. And he looks down, and then he looks back up at you with a look of like question in his eyes. I don't think I've ever seen the stones before. Especially on someone's person. This is not amethyst or quartz. It's not limestone or some gem. This is everything. This is sovereignty itself.
How do you mean?
Well, don't you feel it? The power exuding from it? I haven't done any magic detection, but I can feel it just by touching your arm.
Well, I mean, it does burn a little, but it's I kind of got used to it. But it's I don't know how to explain how it feels other than just how I am now. But when I touched this, and then all of these showed up.
Interesting. So, here we are, sitting discussing this incredible thing that's happening, and all the questions that hang in the balance, one we have not asked. How is this connected to Willow Lostfeather? And who knows? Because someone out there does know. They know about the cans. They wouldn't have been there if they didn't. They know, and they are working towards something. Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I have a theory working.
Yes.
Still fresh in its infancy. Willow Lostfeather, connected to one Slick James and Mudbones. Both of them, according to the research that I've looked up, and I kind of like point to one of the random circles that isn't Melandria, they came from somewhere else.
A realm known as Juar. James describes it quite well in one of his novels. Yes.
Right. This in and of itself tells us that there are other places out there.
Yes.
And I wonder if someone even has a familial tie or maybe some type of blood relation to somebody from another place. Maybe they need somebody to get there?
That is an intriguing notion. Do you know anybody else from another plane? Seeing as how we're short on the only two people that appear to have been able to get here in all of recorded history.
No. I guess I was thinking of the fairy.
Well, maybe you can ask her if she appears again.
Did you not say, Gwen, that, Mud's goddess was from another land.
Oh, yes, Dryan. Apparently, she also came from Juar, hitched a ride, it would seem. She does seem to stand apart from the others.
How
Very
so?
clearly. I don't know. I'm not a gods person. But she doesn't seem to fit. I don't know.
Maybe she's trying to get home.
Maybe. Perhaps she's as stuck here as we are.
Maybe. Can gods get stuck?
I don't know. Can entire realms be cut off from any neighboring realm? It's all theory here.
Ivor has never gotten stuck. Doesn't sound like the gods are
Gross.
Surprising.
powerful.
That is very surprising.
Small doorway. Small
Ivor
hallway?
knows how to
Small cave.
how to get around.
Oh.
The question. Ivor has a question for you.
Of course.
You are familiar with Bluestone.
Yes.
Have you ever seen anything like this? And he'll hold up his arms to show off his tattoos.
Are they glowing or are they dormant?
They're currently dormant.
So, but they are still blue though?
Yeah.
Oh, those are beautiful. Somebody did a wonderful job.
No, they are related to Hang on a second. And he will look around. Is there something breakable, like a vase or something?
Ivor. I see what Ivor's trying to do. I'll be like, hey, Ivor, I'm not making you any more pie.
What?
Hit me. Yeah, thank you.
And it'll glow slightly.
Okay. Are you
I'll take a
attacking?
hit.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'll take.
I could offer you to. Ivor, you could probably lick this since you've licked others.
He's raging. The
Too late.
one's trying to
Yeah,
get
he's
him to
raging
rage.
and punching me.
That is
So that his
going to
tattoos
be 17 to hit.
So you're raging.
It doesn't hit, but I would let you hit me. Like,
All right.
I'm not. Yeah, so it'll hit. Whatever.
It's gonna
Wild
be
table?
Yeah, I was gonna ask Steve. Do you have the wild magic table enabled?
Yeah. Okay. So you know what? Yeah. Let's do that. Chat. You know what to do. There is now a redemption called Rage. First one to redeem it.
Redeem.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes, that way we can see what the hell happens around Ivor as his wild
Ooh,
magic
wow.
takes
Frog
hold.
Toys got a
Nice
1.
frog. A 1!
Hell yeah.
As he punches you, shadowy tendrils start lashing around Ivor. Let's see. Gwen, make a con save.
Ooh.
Aisling goes, what the fuck, Ivor? What the fuck?
It's a 19, thankfully, for the con save.
Okay, so you save, you don't take necrotic damage as the tattoos start glowing and these tendrils start reaching out as he's swinging his arm. And as he hits you, they kind of wrap around your head temporarily and let go as you get knocked away. It's like, oh! Take it back!
All
Just
right,
kidding.
everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Calm down.
Ivor's getting hungry again.
Literally will reach in, pull out a pie, and hand it.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, very nice as the tattoos fade.
Sidheag
thank
in
you.
that moment goes,
Oh, I get
Oh.
temporary hit points too.
what? That's incredible. They lit up. They
Oh,
are the
right.
same.
Sorry, I would have forgot what he was doing. Yes, these are tattoos. They seem related to the stone. I
They
will
are the
find
same
them
shade,
on.
and I don't know if you've ever been able to fixate one of those tattoos while you're in that sort of state, but it seems like the stone right there that he holds, it, if you look closely, it's like a universe. Like stars, galaxies, all within that one small... It's like a window.
Oh?
Oh, like I've got a universe on my hand?
Yes.
Like famous play Men in Black?
I've got a world?
I was just thinking that.
I've got a world in my hand?
It's pretty
Sounds like
good.
you have. It sounds like you almost have a window.
Where did you get these tattoos? Were you born with them?
No, Ivor, they attach from dead men.
I'm sorry, I'm going to need a further explanation.
Ivor does not know how to explain further. They were on dead man, Ivor touched dead man, they are on Ivor.
They transferred from his flesh to yours.
Yes, they sort of jump. It was kinda creepy.
Who was this man?
Well, Ivor does not know. A dead man.
Oh,
Someone in Unclaimed Desert from other clan.
the Unclaimed Desert. All right,
Yes.
that makes a lot of sense now. And anyone else in this group have any sort of object? And he looks at Julian. That might be
yes,
connected.
yes. The mask.
Dumbass.
Well, I guess take a good look at it. Look at it directly. Look at it when you're facing away from me, using your peripherals. Look at it when I cast healing magic and I cast false life on myself. Look at it when I'm about to do damage and I kind of get a fireball prepared. So with the healing, it kind of has a blue...
Lots of books.
Oh!
It's like a blue glow when I do the false life. The fireball, as I prepare it, is more of a necrotic purple, creepy glow. And then the runes within the mask kind of swirl around. So. Does it look familiar to you?
Yes, it does. And I must say that this mask of yours gives me a feeling that is difficult to describe. It doesn't feel right.
It definitely doesn't feel right. That is a great way of putting that.
And Guinevere, have you anything of note to add to this conversation?
No. I am good. I have nothing extra to share than what I have already done,
Insight
so
check.
Please do.
I would also like to insight check, and I'm probably going to use the advantage that's on the screen.
Sure.
I'm also going to insight check because we've all kind of shared something here.
No one has ever insight checked Gwen, ever.
Also, Gwen is the only one that Steve does not know how they're connected.
Gwen, roll either deception or
Inspiration.
persuasion. Don't tell us which.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
I also used mine. Oh, I can add a d4. I'm going to use that as well. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's stuck. There we go. Ooh, okay.
Fucking
All right.
bullshit!
Who is rolling
Another
insight?
inspiration.
Me.
Okay, Julian, what did
I'll
you
leave
get?
it. Fuck it.
A 15 plus 2, I got 17.
Okay, and Bran, are you rolling insight or no?
I also got a 17.
All right, Ivor.
I rolled a 3 and then I used a DM inspiration and rolled a 2, so a 3 plus 2 for my insight is 5.
And Guinevere, do they believe you?
Oh, Gwen! Gwen has disadvantage.
Oh, how
Oh,
wonderful.
gee!
I sent you a message
There it
real
is.
quick, Emmy. Very
Yes.
important.
Thank you, OG.
Okay, so,
Tell us
funny
the
enough,
secret.
I rolled the same for both,
God damn it.
Oh.
but I will let you all know that you all definitely beat me.
Oh! Wait. Even me?
Yes, because what'd you roll?
5?
A 5. Oh wait, just kidding. No, not you.
Okay.
You did not.
I did
So
roll
wasn't in
a
that one.
26, by the way.
Jesus Christ!
All right. So it's weird. You feel like Gwen's telling the truth-ish, but for those of you who passed, you could. I did check with Emmy on this. Go ahead and roll the perception check.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah. Oh.
I'm guessing Ivor doesn't roll one, because...
No, you would not. Absolutely not.
I rolled a 28 perception. Julian?
15.
Okay.
19.
Bran? Okay. Ivor?
Okay.
I didn't roll because I rolled a 5.
It was just the three of us. That's right.
Seems legit.
Yeah. I would say, again, you think Gwen is telling the truth, but then you blink, and for a second, you see Gwen's eyes go from blue to green to red, all within a matter of seconds.
A fragment of time.
But all three colors simultaneously, one right after another. I just, again, have always been curious, and the group I work with is also curious, and so we do a lot of research.
Guys, I think
Maybe Guinevere. Maybe Guinevere, you and I are much more alike than we originally thought. I am a curious person and was born that way. And I have no real explanation for it, and I carry no stone.
It has always felt something very important to me, and so it's something I've always questioned. I even got made fun of at the monastery that I grew up in asking my elders about the stones, other places outside of Melandria. But yeah, it's and as like Gwen's talking, you can definitely see sweat is forming, and we're taking extra sips of alcohol and just nervous as fuck.
And Aisling, again, her hand on your shoulder. Are you okay?
I have no idea. Oh God.
Well, this has all been very enlightening. So what you're telling us is essentially the information you have is find this book and we can find her.
I think we could come to an agreement. Are you hiring us for a job?
That depends. This creature, I have not re-entered the cavern since that first time. But if you're interested, I could hire you for a bit of a go.
What's gonna protect us from the disease, like
plague?
your locket,
Well, but isn't it obvious? And he takes the chain and pulls it over his head. He's still holding it, but he goes, if you're interested, as I said, it protects for up to 20 hours before it needs to recharge. I will allow you to borrow the Niva Kosanti. If you attempt to retrieve this book,
And
if you don't come back, well, that's 10,000 gold wasted, but who cares?
And deal is that we get book to you.
Well, yes.
How can we trust you with book that can find literally anyone? Ivor does not like that.
Well, that is a great question, honestly. But I will only reassure you that my intentions are to read the history. I desire the truth about our world.
Insight check. Hopefully better
Absolutely, go ahead and insight.
Exactly.
I'll do one as well.
Damn.
Son of bitch!
Son of bitch.
DM inspiration.
Uh-oh. That's 2 of them
Chat, I
today.
could really fucking use some advantages, thank you.
Nah, he.
Shut up. It's worse!
All right, who's rolling? Julian, did you roll an insight?
I did.
What'd you get, bud?
A 2.
That was the second thing
You
I
are
rolled.
your mind is still back on the plague.
Oh yeah,
Bran.
it has not left.
Yeah.
18.
All right, and Ivor.
9.
All right, and Guinevere.
26.
Ooh, beautiful. Julian, as I said, you're still distracted. You're not really paying much attention to this conversation. Bran,
He seems like
Yeah. yeah, it sounds like he's telling the truth. Ivor, you're like, you know what? This guy's pretty stand up.
Okay,
And
fair
Guinevere?
enough.
Guinevere, you also feel like he is telling the truth, that he does only have the realm's best interest in mind. And you don't really feel any kind of nefarious energy. Like, you're pretty good at reading people. You don't feel any, oh, he's trying to trick us.
Malicious
or
intent
he's got,
or anything like
yeah,
that.
he's got ulterior motives here. He does really believe in trying to help the people. Well, the just for clarification, the Niva Kosanti, it essentially kind of uses the protection from poison spell, except for there are a few addendums. When you attune to this item, you can spend an action to activate it, and while the item is worn, it carries a mile-wide radius centered on the watch that will keep anyone of your choice out of harm from contracting diseases and protects against the poisoned condition. As long as it is not dispelled, the watch's enchantment will last for 20 hours, and the watch requires a full 20 hours to recharge before it can be used again. If activated before the recharge is complete, there is a 10% chance that this item will explode in a 60-foot radius of the wearer.
Ooh.
Homebrew, baby! And it's kind of OP. A mile-wide radius for 20 hours.
So
Damn.
we'll have 20 hours. Once we get to this location, enter it, go down
Gross.
the many miles, fight a creature, steal the book, and be out in time before the enchantment wears off and we all contract a deadly virus that there is no cure for.
Yes, but I must also inform you that beneath the cairn, in the tunnels and beyond, there is no sign of the red moss. In fact, it's odd. The moss surrounding the cairn seems to move away. It avoids the cairn itself. I don't know what that is about yet. I'm still working on plenty of theories. There's way too many to reduce to one. But I think it has something to do with foundational magic. Something to do with these cairns that the plague does not seem to care for. But yes, if you agree to find this book, use it to locate your friend, your companion, my associate, I think that would only help the realm. I don't know. And then Aisling speaks up and says, we don't know much about the kidnappers, but something's been bothering me.
Is it
They
Ivor?
left... Well, sometimes,
Hey, what? Everybody love Ivor. What the hell?
but... Ivor, you're wonderful.
Oh,
it's
thank
all
you.
right.
Thank you. That seems genuine.
They kidnapped Willow, and I was with her when it happened. They left me alive. They knocked me out, but they didn't kill me. They didn't end me. They could have very easily. I'm embarrassed to say. Why? And then Sidheag kind of leans back in his chair, crosses his arms, and goes, "Thieves with a conscience. Or maybe you're important for another reason." And Aisling is, I don't know. I'm very confused and upset. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, do you accept this job?
Well, it gets us closer to what we need.
I'd say.
Exactly what do we get for bringing you the book?
Your wood elf. You get Willow.
Well, I feel like we could probably get Willow before we bring you the book.
No.
If someone knows how to read it?
I think he knows how to read it, which is why we need to bring the book. Out of game moment. I think we have to get the book and bring it to him because he's probably the only scholar that can, like,
Probably.
read the book.
Well, Bran's like, it's a book. People can read books.
Well, Bran, if you're able to decipher ancient texts, then my goodness, go right ahead. But the entire point of hiring you for this job is for you to retrieve the book for me, and I will interpret it to send you to Willow's location.
Oh.
We accept everybody, and we accept. Sorry.
Well, okay.
It's almost like we've only known each other 8 days.
Yeah.
So, yes, we accept your terms, good sir.
Wonderful. And there is a good deal more we should talk about. Each one of you has a little something that has caught my eye. Julian Fiontaine. And a strange preoccupation with a plague. Bran.
Indeed.
And the odd markings from the Grit Mountains. Ivor. The tattoos that glow when he gets excited. And Guinevere, Guinevere O'Donnell. I must say, with this group, I am fascinated. But that's a story for next time. Oh my god, that went by so fast.
Fucking me up, Emmy.
Did.
You're fucking me up.
It went by so fucking quick. I looked
Josh,
down a bit
you
ago
have
and it said
no
2 hours.
idea.
I was like, what the fuck?
I looked down, I'm like, it's only 9:30.
Emmy's out here doing things that is both torturing her players and also exciting us. So
Hopefully
Julian
it's
needs a
a
nap.
little bit of good and a bad thing.
oh yeah.
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
Hey Julian, this is over. Drinks later, you and me.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yes.
Awesome.
We learned
Sounds like
so
more
much, you guys.
Of the Your
And
Lying
so
game.
little.
Oh, so much.
That'd be great.
Oh, so much.
I can drink a lot now because I have 20 temporary hit points.
That's how that works. Has nothing to do with Constitution.
What?
I did false life.
Oh, right.
I have 12.
Yeah, how much damage did you do to me, Ivor? I can't remember.
It was 7, I believe.
7.
I can always look it up through the episode, or Steve is gonna edit,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Anyway, Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I hope you had a good time. I've been so excited to have Sidheag introduced into this campaign. He's a character with a lot of knowledge, baby. He's your scholar, bitch. Oh, so good. And until next time, folks, you know it. You know it. Sláinte!
Sláinte!
What they said.
It sounds pretty cool.